All right. Parents of millennials, you failed your children.
You really think you ate, don't you? Maybe so. My toes ain't stepped on. I want to come through for the parents of the millennials just so you can get a little acquainted of the atmosphere what us parents came up in. If you're a parent of a millennial, you are either a Gen Xer or a boomer. Boomers, they came basically from seeing their parents being in slavery, picking cotton with them. Huh? Did you know that? Did you even think about that? And then, maybe like in the 70s, that's when the credit system came. They had no idea about credit. They learned. They had to learn as they went. Okay? Then they had us Gen Xers. They didn't teach us about it because hell, they didn't know about it. They didn't know they was doing shit before. It was word of mouth. So when it come to credit, baby, okay, get it in where you fit it in, honey. It's World Wide Web out here. You can get all the information you want at your hands on demand. Sorry, you didn't get taught nothing that shit. We was winging our damn self. Okay, number 2. If you're a Gen Xer and you're a parent of a millennial, baby, it was a war zone in the fucking 80s and 90s because you had damn crack and Lord knows drugs everywhere. I'm talking about everybody was a drug dealer and a lot of people's parents was on dope. Okay, so we had to survive the best way we could, and the ones that wasn't on dope, the parents, they was working their ass off trying to put food in the house because I don't even remember seeing a food stamp until like Hurricane Hugo came and shit. When that shit, I thought we was rich then. The neighborhoods was full of debris and stuff from that hurricane coming in behind it. We was eating like hell, grilling out, eating shrimps and steaks and everything. It was a blessing to me because hell, before that I was eating plums off the tree and pecans in the yard. Whenever times was hard, we ain't had no food or eating canned goods raw out the can. And you talking about, girl, not to mention, before the Black Panther Party was split up and they threw all these drugs in the communities, we was united. We was all trying to help each other. Oh, but when they came in with all this fuckery, we had to survive. If you never witnessed, y'all need to do y'all research. The crack epidemic was the worst epidemic of all. You think this pandemic was something? It was a war zone. Why you think all of us about damn crazy as hell? Girl, you got information on demand to learn anything you know. This is the World Wide Web and the age of information. You can learn it yourself.
Parents of millennials, you failed your children terribly.
Alright. I done calmed down a little bit, and I shouldn't have yelled like the way I did, but I had to get my point across. That's the way I parent. I ain't gonna cuss you out, nothing like that, but I don't think I cuss. Either way, I had to get my point across. Millennials need to understand, some of us Gen Xers, we're still dealing with a lot of trauma. And not to say that's an excuse to be, I know I ain't raised my children in a way where I feel like it was neglectful. You know what I'm saying? Or, we was hard. Yeah, it was hard. You know, we was hard because we came up hard. As far as teaching you anything, you can't teach nobody nothing that you don't know. My parents didn't teach me nothing about credit because they really didn't know much about credit. So how can I teach? I learned. And when my daughter I learned myself from reading books and stuff like that. It was no internet. You couldn't just go and type stuff up and look up stuff. And if people didn't tell you, the banks was definitely withholding information. There you go in there, you deny. They don't tell you why, nothing. How can I buy a house? Oh, just get your credit in line. What's your credit score got to be? It's got to be good. Like, they was withholding information. I'm sorry. What can we say? We did the best we could with the tools that we had. But it made it better for y'all now because dissatisfaction is a creative state. So by us not knowing and having information readily available, that's what caused the invention of all the the technology that is now. It's perfect. We had to be strong. We had to be tough to go through what we went through during the crack epidemic and the Black Panther Party movement, and our parents and great parents go through slavery and all that. We had to be hardcore so y'all don't have to go through that. And now y'all got the information y'all need. Don't blame us. We did what we could. We had shit on our back. We was carrying a lot. And just to think about it, it hurts my heart for me to know that my daughter done actually said little stuff. Like, but we did the best we could. We did the best we could. Can you really hear me when I say that? And I know all of us Gen X's and Boomers feel that way. Like, damn, we did what we could, what we knew. Forgive us. Can you do that? I'm taking my hair loose, and I had to come back on here looking a little bit more decent than what I did when I came on here earlier. But yeah, I'm so done with being blamed and feeling bad and guilty and apologizing over and over for things I didn't even know myself. I'm done. We're talking about being a Gen X or a Boomer, and these Millennials are blaming us for, for one on that girl video, she said that I stitched, failing them as parents. I'm really done with y'all entitled Millennials. Like, do y'all not know each generation gets, stronger? That basically, that's the reason why y'all are better than we are, because we were somewhat better than our parents. Because basically, I never blame my parents for the hard upbringing that I had. It was many days that we didn't have no food. I had to go out and, like I said, go out and get plums off the tree, go in the neighborhood, get blackberries and eat them, pecans, muscadines, because in the neighborhood I grew up in, it was fruitful of vegetables on trees and stuff. Did I get mad for my mama not having enough food in the house? No, because I knew she was doing the best she could. What's wrong with y'all Millennials blaming us for? And then she gonna say, we ain't create no generational wealth. Baby, we never got our 40 acres in a mule. Do you? We was too busy trying to get y'all video games and keep up with your fashionable clothes and trying to keep up with your friends and stuff, providing a decent lifestyle. How could we build generational wealth? We was trying to keep up with what y'all wanted. I know that's how I felt. And then if I knew better, I would have done better. But obviously I didn't. I did what I could, and I think I did all right. But even so, y'all got the audacity. Have you ever had to hand wash your clothes to go to school the next day and hang them up on the door in the house or even on the clothesline outside? Have y'all ever had to do that? Y'all grew up with washing machines and dryers, right? And y'all go to restaurants. I'm talking about good restaurants. When I was coming up, the only restaurant we went to was McDonald's, and that was a treat. Or Burger King. Or better yet, had limited clothes. Or share clothes with your siblings because you only got like 3 pair of pants or 4, and then you gotta rotate and wear one pair of pants that you wore on Monday, wear it again Friday with a different shirt. But did I blame my parents for that? No. I knew we was trying to get by. I hate to, compare struggles, but think about the things that your parents did do. Not what they didn't do. Like, seriously.